Hey everyone, it's Zach from Zach Groom's Reptiles. I'm really excited about this video. Charlotte just laid her eggs and we're going to show you that. We're going to pull her off the eggs, show you how many she's got, put them in the vermiculite, put them in the incubator. I'm going to show you all that process. But first, let's show you the male that she was bred with. All right, everybody, this is the male that Charlotte was bred to. He's a 2015 Goldeneye produced by Nick over at Cold Blooded Earth. He's a multiple proven breeder. He's produced quite a bit of 007s for me. He's just an amazing looking animal, really clean, got some great color to him. That side pattern isn't brown, but it's actually like a burnt red color. He's in his darker phase right now. When he's in his light phase, all that gray on his neck fades out and just kind of like a pink peach blushing to him. Just an excellent looking animal. Can't say too many good things about Nick over at Cold Blooded Earth. Produces some of the best animals out there. His golden eyes are just above everybody else. Just a really, really fantastic animal. All right, now let's get to Charlotte and all the eggs. All right, everybody, let's take a look. Be very, very careful with her. As you can see, she's got her eggs right there. There are a couple that are tossed to the side. So I'm gonna mark those, pull those out first, and then we will get with her. She started laying at about 10 o'clock today, and it is about 3:30, 4 o'clock right now. All right, so I'm gonna hand this camera to my wife, and my wife will help me out with this. All right, first thing, I am going to mark the eggs on the top to make sure I know which way is up, especially the ones that are pushed to the side. There we go. And let's get these over to the vermiculite. As you can see, she doesn't want to, she's not aggressive, she's just watchful, seeing what I'm doing, and usually she'll just kind of hang out there. We'll pull her off the eggs, and we'll go from there. All right, let's pull the whole tub out to make it a little bit easier. Thank you. All right, there's a couple more eggs I'm going to mark before I pull them off. As you can see, that is a big clutch, it looks like. I actually tried to pair her last year and she didn't take. Then in end of September, she started to swell up and ovulate. So I threw the male back in and everything looks like it seemed to work out pretty well. If you see, there is a little bit of paper on these eggs. I'll try to get some of it off. Usually it'll mold a little bit and you just kind of wipe it and it'll come off later on. So far that's 4 eggs and we haven't even started pulling them off yet. Five, 6. All right. So I'm gonna get some of this out of here, just make it a little bit easier to work around. Just gonna set it on the ground real quick and we will work around her. As you can see, they're usually pretty easy to pull off. They don't really strike too much. She'll try to keep an eye on me and what they'll do is they'll hook their tail around, so when you pull them off, that's a slug, so that one's okay. Here we go. While we're doing this, let's mark them a little bit. Go. And that way, as she's keeping an eye on me, we know which way is what. And like I said, these were just laid, so they're not sticking together. Which makes this really easy. Cool, mark a couple more eggs. Usually I'll just pull her off, but since they are so loose, I'm not gonna take that chance. Go. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're almost done. Here we go. So it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 eggs. And we'll throw these in the incubator. But pretty much what I have here is coarse grade vermiculite. It's been mixed with water to the point where if you squeeze it, nothing comes out, but it almost feels like it comes out, almost feels like water comes out of it, but it doesn't. It just kind of clumps together. Well, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll give you an update on these eggs as we start to go. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. All right, everyone, now that I've got Charlotte cleaned up, I want to show her a little bit, show how much weight she's lost from that clutch. That was a pretty big clutch. She's normally about 18 pounds. She's probably about 15 right now. So she did lose a couple of pounds with that clutch. And that's really why you need to have a really healthy animal that has a good weight, but not too heavy. If your animal's obese, chances of you producing viable eggs is pretty slim. They usually slug out if they even go through the motions. So this is her. Absolutely beautiful redhead. I'm really trying to produce some redheaded golden eyes with this clutch. So she is a half Marter animal that I've produced back in 2014. And she's just a phenomenal animal. And let's go show you the how I have the eggs set up. All right, as you can see, I have the eggs in the incubator now. There was a total of 17 good eggs and 5 slugs. I've got them sitting in coarse grade vermiculite. Those are Ziploc style containers. Actually, these are Sterilite brand containers, but they're the watertight seal. That way you don't have to put any of that press seal or anything like that. I hate that stuff. And I did put like either a 1/32 holes or 1/64. I can't remember what that drill bit is, but you can barely see them right there and right there. And that way, since they are a watertight container, that means air doesn't get in there very well as either. So this will make it so it's not as crucial to burp the containers. And I did separate it into 2 different containers just because I don't like to put too many in one container. The eggs do put off their own heat as well. And if you put too many in there, you can accidentally overheat the eggs without even realizing it when you have your incubator set at the desired temperature that you want. So this is my little card that I make. It's got the pairing that I have produced right here. It's got her when she ovulated, when she shed, when she laid, and 60 days from when she laid. So that's just kind of gives you a guesstimate on when they're about to hatch. With blood pythons, they usually start pipping anywhere between 58 days and I think last year I've had them pip close to 70 days. So it really depends on the clutch. Sometimes I do incubate my eggs at 89 degrees. I'm using a Herpstat 6, and I'll actually do a tutorial on the settings of the Herpstat 6 later on. But I've got 2 probes in here. The output 1, that is the actual incubator. So I've got it at 89 degrees. And that probe is in between the 2 egg containers. And then the second temperature right down here that I'm using probe 6. And I've got another probe all the way down at the end towards the front of the incubator. That way it kind of gives me a good idea of any type of temperature swings inside the incubator. If there's if you saw before, this incubator did have the fan go out in it before. I did replace it. As you can see up there, that is one that I put in myself. And it seems to be holding really well. As you can see, it's only at 0.2 degree difference between where the eggs are at and the very bottom of the incubator. So that's pretty good. So again, if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, comment below, hit that little bell notification so you know when I post videos, and we'll see you next time.